talking about for so long. He is our only cat main in the tournament. It has been known on the EUS servers. If you check up his account, he has an amazingly high win rate on this champ.
If there is a time to do it, it would be literally right now. The Cat Arena pick coming forwards. I mean, we just need to see what he can do with the pick, to be honest. I mean, I assume he's going to be facing down into the Talia here, Clement.
It's actually a very good matchup into the Talia because the Talia cannot start out with the seismic shove. He has to save that for once the Death Lotus does start.
Yeah, there are definitely a lot of factors right here that could instantly interrupt the Cat Arena. I mean, almost everybody actually on this roster has some form of a CC that can disrupt the Cat, but I don't know, I'm trying to think how it would work, honestly. There's a lot of initiate coming in from Saudi Arabia just in general, and a big tank front line, so if you can get that Death Lotus off, it could be lights out.
Yeah, so this is actually a planned move by Saudi Arabia. They do have a lot of execution ability, Piercing Arrow coming out from the Varus and the Beast from Cho'Gath. So if they can make the resets happen, they could instantly double the DPS coming out from Fear.
That's true, yeah, actually finalizing the kills on some of these targets, but I mean, just the fact they're on red side as well, waiting for that last pick. I mean, we said it before the game, there's a feeling that there's going to be something else.
Yeah.
You know, there's a single card left in the hand, and that was it.
And that's the trump card coming out from Fear right in game one. He has to take it to Faker, be fearless in his execution, and show him his best.
That's going to be a Jarvan actually mid lane, Clement. Yeah. So if my eyes do not deceive me, it will be Talia jungle. Jarvan mid lane coming out from Faker. When was the last time you casted a Jarvan mid lane into a Cat Arena?
So the last time is actually, I've never casted Jarvan into Cat Arena, but I have casted Poison Jarvan.
Okay.
It used to be a pick in the mid lane with a lot of armor penetration. You can't get those insta kills.
Well, let's get on to the rift for our first semifinals. It's going to be Korea taking on Saudi Arabia. First blood.
Oh, come on. That doesn't count. Just a bit of pocket change.
Yeah, exactly. Coming out from KOR right there. And yeah, pretty much just going to draw these lines in the sand right here, just in the river. After going to be sent back, and we're going to get a bit of early information here, Korea.
Are going to try to scout out where Saudi Arabia decides to start. And this could be a potential level 1. Of course, the Xayah Rakan lovers do incredibly powerful at level 1. And we do see the blue support item early as well.
Supporting their own skins, no less.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you at the end of the day? But, KOR Michelle stepping up, looking for this pulverize. Wants it onto 2, but will still just find it onto support. Stepping up as the aftershock, but now under attack. Ignite goes down. The rest of the team needs to stand in front of this Alistar.
It's a very favorable trade for the Korean squad. They do get the flash from Michelle. And there really weren't enough crowd control to let Saudi Arabia go ahead with that trade. You could see that Varus and Trundle, there's no way they were actually going to follow up.
Push forward once again. Michelle's still low, turned around, lands the pulverize. Just a nice bit of damage back on towards him there from Mimic, but still that bottom lane definitely gone over to the Korean squad.
Yeah, and they should continue this pressure. They do still have a summoner lead over the Saudi Arabian bot lane. They should be very careful about KOR hitting level 2. That's when the big all-in is going to come up.
Yeah, probably to be expected on that one. And yeah, just looking at Peanut, I mean, he's going to be on this Talia, passing through the jungle. Didn't expect it to be the Talia in the jungle and the Jarvan in the mid, but here we are.
Oh, I understand what this comp is. This is the Samsung comp.
Oh.
They're using the world skins. This is actually just a sales pitch.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
It actually is, isn't it?
It is.
Faker being pushed back in the mid lane. Fear almost gets the kill. Oh, the wall! First blood goes to Fear.
And that's such a huge snowball champion. If he can continuously do that.
Man, I am so sad we didn't get to see the setup to that one, because that was Fear straight up getting a solo kill on Faker.
Yeah, I think, you know, Korea's probably playing with their food a little bit. We understand that maybe this isn't the quote-unquote compositional idea. It's more of a sales pitch to remind everyone that they're still the world champions.
Well, it's not going to be a good sales pitch if they lose the game, Clement. Of anyone to give early kills to, it would not be Katarina. That would not be my bet.
It would
we get to see the setup.
Wholly on ambition, but probably not Faker.
That's fair. It's a win-win situation. Takes a tower shot.
Yeah, he does get the EQ, but takes one tower shot. The electric coot goes down.
Wow, Fear actually just straight maximized the damage. Every single ability landed.
Yeah, I really like the last Q coming in from the Katarina. Goes over the wall, and follows Faker through the flash.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that he led with the Q right there, I mean, Cat is a very intensive champion nowadays, but starting with the Q, I mean, Faker just stayed in the trade too long because it was just a second charge of the Q coming up with the bouncing blade so he could follow up with the kill.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, I have to be honest, Faker sometimes is known to be playing very disrespectfully. Like, he will push in and try to get a reaction out of you. He will take as much as possible, and if you don't react, if you don't push him back, then he will continue his play style and just continuously push you in. So after that first kill, however, I do expect Faker to probably play a little bit slower.
Yeah, you'd have to assume so, but again, Cat is a snowball champion, so I mean, he's just going to come back from base even stronger. Actually goes back to base, picks up the brown backs, and also has the longsword right there. He's straight just increasing damage. Still down in farm though, just because it is a Jarvan into a Cat matchup. But we'll see what else he can do in the mid lane. For now, the top lane is now under attack. Ajwad coming in. Nice hop coming through from the Gnar, and unfortunately still makes it over the trophy being thrown out there by the Trundle.
Yep, unfortunately the knockback not going in the right direction for Ajwad.
Yeah, bot lane trading off. Shall push forward. We'll get the stun off onto the support, but Xayah still putting down the hurt. Ignite comes down onto Mimic. Flashes away. Follow coming in, but Michelle still in very deep. Root comes down. Last auto attack. Another one comes through. Gleaming Quill comes out from Core JJ.
What a well-done trade right there. They did balance the focus coming out from Saudi Arabia very well. In fact, Core JJ did take the majority of the damage there, and then Ruler was able to find his way back into the fight directly onto Mimic. So, unfortunate 2v2 situation.
And it's all just happening in the lanes here, Clement. Not even with the jungle ganks, but I just say that, and Peanut arrives to the mid lane, tries to dodge out of this one, flashes away, but it's followed through from Peanut. Another kill over to Courier.
Yeah, there's nothing really much that Fear could do right there. He was tagged by the EQ combo, and he did flash out of the Seismic Shove. But still, you know, Peanut with the red buff and with the flash himself is able to secure the kill.
Yeah, gaining access now into the enemy jungle, now looking to the top lane. We can see the wave is about to crash on Cannon Wave as well. Keen close to Mega Gnar.
And Ajwad has been spotted out at his own Raptors. There will be no help for this game.
No, there will not, but instant flash away, gets out of the Gnar ultimate, and Korea save. Nope, not today. I mean, we're good.
Well played by Wikichi. Uses all of his abilities when he absolutely needs them, and does avoid the continuous snowball for the top lane. If you look at the CS, however, it is a worrying trend. Usually the Cho'Gath in the early game should be able to stay quite close in the CS.
Yeah, I feel like that's a story across the board, though, in every single position outside of support, to be honest, at this point in time, Clement. Every lane is ahead just in terms of the lane phase itself, but in terms of the plays, Saudi Arabia are able to keep up. That being said, Cataclysm comes down onto Fear, pops Death Loads, is instantly interrupted. Ready with that one as soon as it happened. Shut down again into the mid lane.
Yeah, Korea's bot lane was a little bit overextended, but they definitely saw the play coming out from Fear. In fact, they become the, they transfer from the Hunted to becoming the Hunters. This wrap around and fairly easy kill.
Somehow, top lane pretty low just from harassment coming in from the Gnar. Doesn't have his ultimate, will be able to follow through with the rock coming through, and many more pebbles after that coming out of Talia. Another kill. Goes over to the Korean side, this time in the top lane.
And that Talia is growing big really fast. The Sork Boot's already done. This is not a traditional build. She wants that extra movement speed and to snowball even harder. I think Peanut's probably going to try and break his own record.
See if he can do it. For now, though, mid lane Faker just straight goes for the Hex Drink. He's like, all right, I understand that I died 1 versus 1. Let me just go for the relatively safe option. I won't feed anymore, and yeah, we'll stop Fear from snowballing out of control. And as long as you can just limit those factors, because, you know, you're talking this in Champion Select, now it's like, that's actually super true. To try and take away all the things that could potentially blow up the game, there is only one thing in this game that is the miscellaneous factor. That is the mid lane Katarina. In the bottom lane, throws out the Feather Storm, and he's dead before it even lands. Michelle without a marksman.
Xayah, the majority of her damage is actually on the Blade Caller. Didn't even need to use that to get the kill.
Here comes Talia as well to seal the deal in that 1 versus 1. There was actually potential. Actually, Fear could have picked up that 1v1 kill once again, but Again, Talia, level 6, will be able to get into the area very quickly.
Yep, and there's a too little support coming in from the jungle for Fear to really snowball. He did get the early kill, but I don't think Jungle really has the crowd control.
Well, he supports himself by getting kills. Faker turns around,
Pulls
lands
back.
a knockup, goes right back towards him into the middle lane, and the rest of the team is here to clean up the kill. Battle dance, knocked up, knocked down, he's taken out.
And what a beautiful tempo play. He even gets himself into a good recall spot.
Oh, solo kill, obliteration in the top lane.
Yeah, I feel really bad for Wikichi. I mean, he just got camped by Peanut 3 times in a row, and that was kind of the inevitable result of that, dropping a lot of CS. You can see Keen in the top lane, close to doubling the CS score of the Cho'Gath already.
Yeah, it was unfortunate because one item Power Spike went for the Wit's End as well to bypass a lot of the armor that Wikichi had been itemizing early, and it was just, I mean, that's what's going to happen on that one item Power Spike without help from the jungler after falling in the mid lane. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, that's a nice chain of corruption there, landing on KOR JJ. Tries to get away, but luckily his level was there to jump back towards and actually doing a lot of damage, force out the unbreakable will there from Shao.
And there's no way that Saudi Arabia can actually lane after that. We are going to have to check into their laning position if it's pushing in. This could be a extended freeze if Korea wants to play it that way, but luckily enough for them, the wave will be pushing out.
Looking for a
4v2.
4-man collapse here. I mean, I would say 3.2 because Alistar was about an ultimate and about 10% HP. They're going to say no to this one. KOR JJ just waiting in the brush, has this one actually pre-pink warded. Or I guess control warded, that's what the kids are calling it nowadays.
That's actually very well timed from the Korean bot lane. They didn't fall for the 4v2 bait, and once Fear left the lane.
Well, Ruler actually just pushing through the tower right now. He smells the blood in the water. Michelle goes into perfect time, but now his AD carry under attack. Mimic turns around, but massive Venostorm coming through, rips through both of them. Double kill coming through to Korea.
And that's just a straight 2v2 victory right there. No other help needed for Korea's bot lane to basically penetrate this lane, and that's such a dangerous thing because you're now going to have KOR JJ roaming around the map.
Yeah, moving through the tower.
One last
pops
hit.
The ultimate. He's not even bleeding out from this one.
Can he get the kill?
Jumps over the wall, and he's been completely bamboozled. Ruler there. Now he's chasing down Fear into his own jungle, the wrong part of town. Doesn't seem like anyone is there to collect, though. Faker moving in from the mid lane. It's battle against time now.
Faker could find him with the E. He's going to try
Where's
to get
he
the
gonna
interrupt.
choose? He thinks he's recalling behind. No, he just sees a recall.
Oh,
no,
he
in
gets
time. Last 0.1 seconds, and Fear goes back to base.
Good attempt. Good attempt.
Meanwhile, Peanut doing the right thing, being a good jungler, taking up the Rift Herald.
All right, I think Fear is pretty happy with this game.
Yeah, I mean, like, he's gotten all the highlight. Like, if you're
Yeah.
creating a highlight reel out of this game, it's going to be 90% Fear.
Definitely a Soaz escape right there. Solo kill onto Faker.
The solo kill, yeah. I feel like that's just an accolade you need to put on your your CV at this point,
you're
right?
not a
like,
real
you're not a real
mid
mid lane until you get the solo kill on Faker.
Like every mid laner worth their salt has probably gotten a solo kill on Faker.
That's true.
Maple.
Yeah. Sheer. Oh, mid lane. Faker's not very happy about that. He's going to bring a friend along. I mean, that's technically cheating. You're also going for the 2 versus 1. I want to see Faker find the 1 versus 1 kill. Meanwhile, on the top side, Keen getting chased down. Nice dodge onto the Q, but it's going to have another one coming very shortly. And it's just a sad life for this old Cho'Gath. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, 3-man collapse coming forwards. Adwad under attack. Massive blade caller coming through from Ruler. That's going to be a kill. Mimic now getting chased back to the tower. Once again, another knockup, another kill, double, and it's going to be a triple over to Korea.
Ooh, and 4 kills happening over to Korea, all across the map at the same time. That was a straight-up 3v3 in the bot side as well, and you can see Faker completely unattended here is able to take down 2 towers during that rotation.
Yeah, he's also got a Secretary Shelly here for another charge.
Well, unfortunately, it does seem like we're going to have to go into the countdown timer because the fastest game we've had so far has been 16 minutes and 30 seconds. Korea, you know, they could challenge that record set by Chinese Taipei.
Potentially, but Shelly's going to be a big part of that. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, looking for this 1 versus 1. Ruler at range, though, pops the Death Lotus. Feeling whether he can actually go for this one or not. Ruler still drops him. Has that help out from the support there. Michelle finds the knockup. Dodge on Faker's Dragon Strike. In comes Keen, looking for that ultimate. Faker still managed to find a bleed out kill though onto Michelle, and in from the top lane. Cho'Gath just came back from the fountain. He's already dead. Mimic getting chased back. Massive flick coming through. Finds 3 more kills. 20-1.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Already dead. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, it's going to be yet another tower as they push this one in.
Yeah, incredibly fast game pace coming out from Korea. I really like the builds that they put into place. They went for the full damage items, basically. You can see the sword boots picked up by Peanut first, and in the top lane, the wits and 2 just to chase people down. So Korea knows how far ahead they are, and they're willing to play a bit riskier with their builds just to finish the game faster.
I mean, that's an 8-0-2 to Leah, Clement. Ooh. That guy is legendary at 14 minutes. He is the most fed person on the team, but even Ruler, not too far behind him, already has completed... well, the name escapes me.
Ruler has the completed
Storm Razor. There you go. I want to say Blood Razor, and I'm like, that's not the item. Razor was right. But Faker moving towards the top lane now.
The story of the game so far has basically been that Fear was able to hold his own in the mid lane a little bit, but the rest of the lanes really fell down to the jungle pressure.
Yep, Black Dragon, Wiki Chi, what can he do in this situation? Not a whole lot, being chased out by the Gnar. Faker wants blood, and he will get it. Another kill over to Faker.
There is no vision control in Saudi Arabia's own jungle. They have snuck a couple of wards around the Baron pit, but it's going to be a question if they can even see Baron spawn this game.
I will say that Faker does need to catch up right now. If you were to give everyone the feeder reward on... it would be Faker with 100% of the team's deaths.
Oh,
get out of here. Get into my base, but he's going to hop on through regardless. Michelle maybe cut off from the rest of the team right now. And Faker, he's in real deep. He actually opted in to go into the enemy base. Still dropping the Alistair. Meanwhile, Fear dipping and diving through the jungle. Nice dodge on that one, but you can't dodge an auto attack or a rock apparently from Peanut to the back of the head. Right now in the base, another Blade Caller is massive coming in from Ruler. Double kill. That's a straight up ace coming in from Korea.
Perfect 5-0 ace by that as well, and they are going to be looking to close the game in record time. We just said 16:30 is what they're chasing after, but they do decide to back off.
That's not what they're hunted for, apparently. I mean, respawns are coming up, but they definitely could have ended it right there, right then.
And I just want to tell everyone, if you want to support this this Korean squad, this specific Korean squad with these players, you should go out and buy these skins.
Fantastic. Well, we get to see that fight once again, and fantastic today war coming through, but it starts off with what looked like a great headbutt coming in from Michelle.
Yeah, he actually did stop the Gnar midway through the jump, and it looked good, but the Korean players were just able to collapse so incredibly fast, and look how many tower shots Faker actually tanks throughout the entire fight. I counted 3 just going in, but they're so far ahead that they're able to clean it up without much resistance.
Yeah, I mean, shout-outs to Ruler for actually following Faker in the deep end. I mean, that was probably as deep as you could get if you weren't diving double Nexus turrets or even the Phantom Laser. So, well played to the dynamic duo.
All right, here is the real question. Can Saudi Arabia find that second kill? Can they take all the blame off of Faker's shoulders?
That's true, but it's all double down on the blame, right?
That could also be the case. Faker is split pushing him by himself.
He is by himself, yeah. So if there's any... In fact, he's taken the service to them. So I'm not sure if it's on a silver platter or not. Because the platter is fighting back. Fear very low, and Mimic, I think he existed at one point, but he's dead now. Double knock-up, double down. 4 kills over to Korea, and they're looking for a clean win right here. Well, mostly clean. And Fear on the pad, what can he do? 1 versus 5 on this Katarina. Underfarmed, underfed. He's just being chased back onto the Fountain Laser. He's locked down. The team's onto the Nexus. They just want the win right here. Korea are going to take game 1 in its best of 3 in the semifinals.
And what a dominating game that was. Korea did give Saudi Arabia a chance. They probably didn't pick the most cohesive composition, I should say, but they did go for a exhibition match of the Samsung Galaxy
It was a
World Champion
coordinated,
skins.
yeah, exactly. It was a coordinated roster for certain. I mean, how do you reckon that one went in Champions? That the coach was like, all right, so this is how we're going to do it so we can optimize